Yo, it looks like we got another uncalled for video here, but I was really feeling it, and it's just a very simple message. I'm really working on condensing these messages for everybody, but it's the same one truth we've been repeating since forever. There is no new truth. There are new lies to let go of. There are new illusions to see through, but there is no new truth. It never went anywhere. The truth will never change. The truth will never leave. And so in this video, I want to talk about how being nice is evil and how you're sabotaging yourself by being a good person. Okay? Because it's proven. You can go do your own research at this point. It is proven that the frequency of authenticity exponentially stronger, 4,000 times stronger than the frequency of love. What does this mean for us to have this breakthrough, right? What this means is that when our energy is vibrating at the frequency of authenticity, okay, the real you that you may not even be aware of. But the real you, that is the most powerful vibration. So, yeah, I know being nice, right, seems like the right thing to do. That is high vibrational. But it's actually high vibrational to tell the truth. It's actually high vibrational to live in truth. Okay? It's not about how much information you have in this life. We're all connected to source. We're all connected to all information. We all have that ability to connect to source. We all have that connection. Some people use it, some people don't. Some people are aware of it, some people aren't aware of it. Okay? No one is essentially smarter than anybody, and you don't need more information than another person to vibrate high. You don't need an overload of information to be real. You see, the reason why I say being nice is evil is because not only are you playing yourself, but you're playing them too. Okay, if you're in a situation to where you have to be nice to somebody, you're not supposed to be there. If you're in a situation to where you have to be nice and not real, you're not supposed to be there. It's ultimately lower vibrational for you. And you can be there. You didn't break any laws. You can be there. However, to stay there once you are aware is a problem. When you become aware, why would you stay around people who choose to live in a lie? And on top of that, no one has to be a good person for you, and you don't have to be a good person for them. You see, all of us are supposed to be embodying our highest, most authentic versions of ourselves. And that can leave us absolutely alone. Or that could have us surrounded by all the people we're supposed to be around. You see, I'm tired of people thinking that they love me or that they love the people in their lives when it's not understanding more about the person that breeds more love. That's something we used to say, was that love is understanding, right? But that's not essentially true. Love is awareness. Okay? And to act on that awareness, to act out of love, would put you in an authentic state. You don't have to sit back and understand every detail about somebody to love them. You do not need to know every detail about yourself to love yourself. No. But what you do need to do is to connect to that source of truth within yourself and to live and walk from the heart space. You see, the heart, it generates the biofield, which is what we call our life. Okay, our ideas and everything, our thoughts don't come from inside our brains. They come from our field. And our field holds a certain frequency. Now, if your field is anger, sadness, what thoughts will you have? If your field is happy, go lucky, what thoughts will you have? If your field is, it is what it is, I am who I am, what thoughts come with that? You know, that's the heart. The heart doesn't have to think too much. It has neurons, just like your brain and your stomach. That gut feeling, like the stomach, that's like the brain for the physical body. Whereas like the brain for your soul, your entire being is your heart. Okay? Your heart created your stomach and your brain. Okay? Your heart. Your heart is sending and receiving information through its field that it's generating. And I want you to understand that what happens is when we receive these electrical impulses through our 5 senses or even our 6th sense, we interpret them with the brain. You see, the brain interprets the received signals. Now, this is where things can go through traumas. This is where things can go through programming. This is where things can go through belief systems. That is where the lies exist more than anything. In an unrestful, unpeaceful, unauthentic, untruthful program. Whereas the heart instantly received something for what it was. Not what it thinks it is, not what it looks like, not even what it feels like. What is it? You see, the heart always knows the truth. You always have the truth. You are always perceiving things for what they are. It's up to you to be like, I'll let it go. Maybe it's something else. It don't feel right, but they said this, and you know, I really need that, so I guess I'll just fold. Even though I know this didn't feel right in my heart anyway, man. Yeah, I gotta let that go. It didn't even feel right. You know the truth. You already know the truth. It's there. But we spend our entire day lying to ourselves to protect the matrix, to protect our egos that are stuck in the matrix. Because if we keep it real with ourselves, how much change has to ensue? You see, you're not going to instantly just morph your body and the world and everything in it. No. But what you will instantly change is your perspective. And when your perspective is in alignment with the truth that comes from that heart, when your perspective is that of authenticity, what happens is something amazing. You have to be at this state known as heart and brain coherence. Okay, there are a lot of scientists that talk about this now. I believe Joe Dispenza and Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton are really big on this. Heart-mind coherence is what I think they call it. But heart-brain coherence to me is really when your heart and your mind are working one and the same. Your mind isn't thinking something different or isn't interpreting something into what it's not. And your heart, you know, you're able to connect to your heart and feel what it wants to feel anyway. Some people can't even feel. Some people are disconnected from their heart. And that is going to disconnect you from the truth. Right? But the thing is, if you can find a way to synchronize your mind, your brain, your programming, your belief systems with your heart, the truth, what can receive things for what it is, what you're going to find is that there is no need for overthinking. There is no need for doubts and fears. There is no need for strategy. The only thing that you ever needed was awareness. Sovereignty in all dimensions. If there are things in your life you don't care to be aware about, somebody out there does. Somebody out there is in control of it, who does understand that very thing you don't want to care about. If there's certain levels of truth and certain levels of the matrix you don't care to remove so you can keep eating what you're eating, keep living how you're living, This is sad. I want you to realize this. If there's anything that you take from this video, I want you to realize that everybody out here in this world has their own unique connection to source. Whatever you want to call that, through whatever religion you were taught, indoctrinated in, it chose, whatever. Each and every person has their own set of will. God's will, free will, we all have it. It's known as will. What will you do? Some will even say, do as thy will. But here's my issue with these things, is that if you have yet to remove certain layers of lies, sociological lies, economical lies, things you need to think that you need to do every day, if you don't ever release these things, then you never really are giving yourself a chance to understand who you are. Excuse me, I'm sitting this on a kombucha bottle. So yeah, should stay. And I want you to understand that it's extremely important that we spend the time to understand who we are truly. I personally like to use astrology because I understand it. I understand all forms of astrology, how it was developed. I understand how the universe works in a mathematical and scientific way. So those are things that work for me. That works for me. It allows me to stay honed in the truth. Like, you know better. Oh, you know the science of that. Oh, you know why they're acting like that. Oh, you know that. And I can do that for myself because I understand myself. But instead of trying to control people, teach people, and program people, I decided to just do it, be it, show it, glow it. And that's what I do every day. Every day I'm not thinking about how can I change the world. Every day I'm thinking about how I can evolve, how I can get closer to myself, how I can get closer to God, how I can get closer to source. What do I need to let go of today? Not what can I gain today? Not how much money do I need to make today? Not how do I get all the things that I wish I had today? I figure out what is it. I think it's hilarious how, right when I was saying that, my storage just capped out. You know, letting things go, man, and just realizing sometimes we don't realize how much we don't need certain things and we hold on to them. And that's why we can't receive newer things. And this is a common thing, you know, in manifestation and evolution that we know about. But I just really want to talk about how really, just to stay on the topic, being nice is evil, because let's just lock in on this. Let's just lock in on this real quick. When you are around somebody and you know that they're indulging in poison, they're doing X, Y, and Z, they're programming themselves with this and that, and you stay around them and you don't say nothing and you don't get away from that, but you want to be nice, so you tolerate, which you know you're not supposed to, instead of separating. This is so hard, because this is where people will be like, well, I love them. I don't want to be near them. And I love them. You don't even love yourself, because the reality is, if you know better and you wouldn't do certain things, but you're allowing them to exist in your reality, bro, you're not even living your life yet. You're in their life. You're in their world. That's what they do. Things that you don't do. Why would you want to exist in somebody else's world like that? Insecurities, validation, ignorance, willful ignorance, comfort. It's going to be real uncomfortable in this day and age to start living and walking in the truth. It's gonna be real uncomfortable, man. Once you stop trying to be nice to everybody and accepted by everybody and liked by everybody, you're gonna start making moves and doing things that you never thought you would be doing. You're gonna find yourself around places and around people. It's gonna feel like a dream come true. Trust me, there's a phase that you're going to go through that you're going to eventually have to let go of the things that you thought you loved. You care about them. You think about them. But to love them, you have to be authentic first. You got to be authentic to show real love. Otherwise, it's just some lower vibrational. Ooh, who knew love could be so vibrational? Love could be so low vibrational. Who knew it? All of us did. Everybody on the internet is struggling and trying to figure out what's going on between men and women and relationships and children and families and love. There's no love, and there will be no love for real, until we step into that authenticity. You don't need to have all the information in the world, but you need to be aware and ready to let go of the lies and the illusions to have anything real. It's not about having more money either. You might just get that. You might get everything you wanted. A mansion, a yacht, a car, a family, land. You can get all of that without money. You can. It's energy. And that's what we need to hone back in on. And that's what we need to lock in on. Controlling the frequency that our energy is vibrating at. That's your reality. That is your reality. And your reality may have lies, issues, problems, struggles, and strifes if you're choosing not to live an authentic life. Hello. I'm just saying, man. And I just want y'all to hold on to these little gems and use them how you can. You know, these are just thoughts. I'm just out here, and you know, I'm always thinking these thoughts 24/7, and I'm always like trying to stay aware and do what I can. Like, here's an example of how small and minuscule this type of stuff can get. It can get to the point of me wearing a shirt and what fabric the shirt is made out of, the metal, what kind of metal is this. It can get down to all of those, the symbols, you know, all these different things can show you different levels of understanding of truth or not. Like the fabrics can help, you know, affect the frequencies that we're at. But I really don't care about how much grounding I do. I don't really care about how good I eat or drink, you know, and I don't really care about, you know, what I say, grounding, the food, the clothes, the fabric material frequencies, and the environments, and the religions, and the stars, and I really don't care about none of that. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because I am connected straight to the source of all energy in the infinite, timeless, spaceless universe. It is literally in my full control how I feel all the time. 25/8. It is in my full control, my frequency, how I feel. I can choose to be depressed sometimes. Sometimes I'll lay in bed and I'll just cry and I'll be depressed. Sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll stay up all night working out, wake up working out. Sometimes I'll call everybody on my phone and say, hey, what's up? Sometimes I don't want to talk to nobody for weeks to months. You know, it's for me to be authentic with myself and be real with myself is really what I'm here for. And that's the only struggle that I have, and it's the only struggle I believe any of us have, is how real can we keep it with ourselves? You know, it's not for somebody else to come along and do my development and my work for me. It's for me to do that. And if I look at a world where everybody does their own work and evolves, you know, within their own rights, they're so busy focused on themselves, they don't have time but to help somebody else, because ain't no time to focus on envying somebody, taking somebody down, ruining somebody's life. Ain't no time for that. Not when you're present within your own being. You see, you got to be damn near hijacked to do low vibrational things, and that's exactly what has happened. Programming, music, movies, media, programming, man. And they got y'all thinking that you from Compton, you from New York. They got you thinking that you black, or you Mexican, or you Italian. They got you thinking this is 2024. They got you thinking that you a Democrat or a Republican or a communist or this or that, or they got you thinking all that stuff, man. None of those are true. None of them. None of them. None of them. I am that I am. That's the only truth that there is. Some people would ask the question, well, who I am authentically, is that a depressed, sad person? No. Who you are authentically has certain ways that it works with energy, but whatever energies you're going to be around, I mean, think of a villain. A villain may have a completely different set of values, but they are in bliss when they on their BS. When they on their bulls, they are in bliss because that's who they are. Here's a great example. If you're a UFC fighter, or it's in you to be like that, Leaf. If it's in you to be like that, you're a fighter. That authentically, you're really good. That's just what you are. Authentically, do it. Be in your arena. What are you doing with a business suit on? What are you doing acting like something that you're not? Go to your arena where they waiting to see fights, where they celebrate fighters, where they work for fighters, where they have gyms, the drinks, and everything for y'all. Go to where you are celebrated, not accepted. This is a big part of that. You're an artist. You're a rapper. You're a singer. Why are you trying to be the best? Why are you trying to be celebrated in a football stadium? Unless you're performing at halftime, you in the wrong arena. You're supposed to be in a studio. You're supposed to be on a stage. You're supposed to be around stuff like that. Why are you trying to get validation from people who like football? Bro, it's not a trillion people, a zillion people. It's infinite people in the universe. Infinite people in the universe. There's only one you. There's only one you. And there's infinite people in the universe. Go to the arena that you are celebrated in. If you are a rapper, rap. If you are a superstar, shine. If you're an actor, act. But stop acting like something that you're not. Embrace who you are. Vibrate at the frequency of authenticity and start to attract true abundance. When people say abundance, they really mean the same money. I'm saying abundance. That means getting your time back, getting your mind back, having control of your own emotions again. What is wealth? What is abundance? It is a frequency. It's not a physical item. It can become physical. It can become material. But that's only energy vibrating at a certain frequency, baby. And one thing that you got control of is that frequency. And one thing that you will never be able to escape from is energy. So it seems like all the stuff beyond space and time that we want to manifest or bring here or connect to from here is all vibration. Everything exists. Everything is possible. But to get the energy to take that form, you must match the frequency. Okay. Okay. I think this video was long enough. We could tap back into some of this stuff later, but major download right there. You know, I guess these are just my thoughts. Now, this is me being authentically me. This is me just chilling, kicking it. Literally just like, I woke up today and decided to breathe. Nothing crazy. Like, I kind of put down all the extra dreams and aspirations. Become this, accomplish that, do this, get up at this time, accomplish this. Good, man. Good. Go for it. Do it if you want. But I'm more focused on aligning with me and feeling how I really feel, accepting that, embracing that, and living with that. I'd rather live in truth of myself than live lying to myself, trying to fit into a world that doesn't give a fuck about me or you. And even if they do, it'll never be at the degree that you could. So ain't it beautiful how it'll only be you and God at the top? Because nobody else can possibly fit into that equation. See them and God at the top, you and God at the top. Hopefully we can all connect to that authentic source and that truth within ourselves, and we can see everybody at the top. That's the goal. Ascension. Transcendence is to break limitations. What limitations do you have to break? My name is Soular Amor Rey. Yet again, thank you for stopping by. I'm sure all the links that you'll need will be in the description. Very easy to get in touch with. And I really don't be on many social medias anymore. I have a TikTok and don't use it, but you can go connect to me on Instagram for sure. That's definitely easily accessible. And I have music on the internet as well that would assist you in walking in this path of alignment with authenticity. So there are ways in which that we can help each other with this, and that is by speaking truth and dismantling lies in the midst of others' eyes. And that is only a job for the wise. Yeah, man. So go check out my music, Soular Amor Rey. I'm right here. I'm gonna be posting like all the time, not every day, but like all the time. And I didn't even plan to make this video. I'm not even planning like to make these videos. I just be present. I just listen. It always seems like when I get things, money and things like that or whatnot, I use them for the wrong things in my past based off of who I thought I was. But if I would have always just embraced who I truly am, I would have never even needed to spend any of the money I had, because I've always had everything I ever wanted right here. Peace. Sovereignty in all dimensions. Ashe.